Why do you want your plea withdrawn?
Just because the situation was misunderstood. As far as like the insurance and the tags, like I understand that. That's why I paid like the day of the ticket. But the officer was following me and then detained me without any questioning and was searching my car for over like 15 minutes. Then tried to get into the trunk of my car when he asked me.
Okay, that's why you want to withdraw your plea?
I'm trying to get my vehicle back because I can't afford to give $3,000 to get my car back. My car shouldn't have been towed.
Hold on a second. Okay, so your car got impounded.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me just ask you this. At the time that you were pulled over, you were by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there might have been something else here, but I'll just tell you what I can see based upon paper. The offense took place and specifically I'm addressing your statement that your vehicle shouldn't have been impounded, right? So, the offense or the stop, the date that you came into contact with the police took place on, I have May 14th of 2000.
Yeah, I was down by Target in McDonald's.
Gotcha. Okay, got it. And then just looking for at about 10 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, it was about 10.
Right. Well, I'm just looking at the ticket. I'm just saying what I can see. Okay, so that's on May 14th. When I'm looking at your driver's license, right? Mm-hmm. The information. Your license, you have an enhanced license that's valid.
Yes.
Problem is, well, I don't know if it's a problem or not. I have an issue date on that of June 18th of 2024.
Of like when they gave me the new license? Is that what you asking?
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is this. I have that your license was issued June 18th of 2024. Now, my question is this. Your birthday's in March, right?
Yeah, March 10th.
Right. So let me just work it through here. Your original license that you received was on March 3rd of 2010.
Yes.
Right. So that license in 2010, if you get a 4-year license, so 14, 18, 22, and then it should have been 26, which means, well, it looks to me that the license prior to this one that you got in June, there wasn't one.
So I went to the Secretary of State and they told me that someone up there made an error in 2016.
In 2016?
Yeah. And then I ended up taking the driver's test twice. I don't know why someone up there made an error.
All right. In 2016, somebody made an error?
Yes, that's what they told me at the Secretary of State. That's why it showed up on his computer that there was 2 licenses, and he said that one was suspended. And
where'd the second license come from?
That's what he told me.
That there were 2?
Yes, he after he searched my car, and when I told him, he came back to the squad car. He said, "How do I get in the trunk of your car?" I told him, "You don't have probable cause for that, or a warrant. I don't know why you need that." He went back and kept searching. Then he got in the car, and I just wasn't responding to him because he wasn't listening to me. And then he said, "Well, you have 2 driver's licenses and 1 suspended, so I'm towing your car."
Okay, so here's what. Hang on a second. I don't know anything about the search, and I get that you might be upset about that, but I'm not here to deal with that, right? He said you had 2.
Yes.
It indicates he had a state ID, expired state ID, and maybe that's where the confusion.
But it's like what?
Hold on. The report indicates he had a state ID.
Correct. Expired at the time of the stop. And as we learned previously, you cannot have a driver's license and a state ID.
Right. So, okay, young man. When did you get the state ID? You know?
So I lost my wallet and that one was old. That's why I went to the Secretary of State to figure that out. Because I was confused. The moment he told my
why you went to the Secretary of State when? Right after this, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right after, because I was confused. I didn't know. And then on top of that, when he stopped me, it wasn't like he was even asking me for any of that. He told me, get out the car or I'm going to arrest you.
Okay, look, young man, if you want to be mad at the officer, you can be mad at the officer and you can do whatever. It doesn't get me anywhere today trying to deal with your motion to withdraw your plea.
Yeah.
Okay? So you can tell me all of that. That's not going to factor into anything I have to deal with. Understood?
Yeah.
So when did you get a state ID that you didn't have a driver's license? But for whatever reason, a driver's license is coming back, but that driver's license is gone. Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, at that point, and I'm going to tell you, even if it were me on the road and I stop you and all of that comes back to me, I'm suspicious of you at that point because those things shouldn't be happening. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it would have almost been, and this sounds crazy, but sometimes life's, it would have almost been better if you hadn't had the expired Michigan ID. Right? Because at that point, I could almost say there's got to be a mistake somewhere. But the moment you had the Michigan ID, I think you just have a Michigan ID that you didn't have a driver's license, but somehow another driver's license showed. Okay? That's why he probably has the suspicion of what the heck's going on. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's your fault, but what I'm saying is, I don't think it's the officer's fault necessarily either, the raising of the suspicion. Whatever happened, as they're telling you in 2016, mm-hmm. This was just waiting to occur at some point.
Okay.
It was just going to happen. And you probably walked out of there thinking that you had a driver's license when really all you had was a state ID wherever that got messed up.
So whether he did that, but he did all that after.
Did all what after?
Like, why didn't he run my plate?
No, he knows before he's going to say anything to you. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, he didn't run my plate still until after.
Not the plate, the license.
Even that, he didn't look at none of that until like 20 minutes after.
So he does that before he pulls over the car.
What you mean?
Oh yeah, he knows.
He has all the information before he stops.
You know how I know he didn't?
Look, young man, you can sit here and argue with me.
I'm
going to tell you what. Do a ride along. You will see. They know it before they necessarily.
I'm asking you how. Because he ran how he gonna run my plates when I have a cover over my plate? My Audi is custom.
It doesn't.
When I put it out,
sir, what do you want to do? Because you just want to be mad at the officer.
I'm not mad.
Listen to me. You want to be mad at the officer. I would be mad at the officer too if there wasn't a valid reason, which is the only reason I went through all of this stuff. And what I'm trying to tell you is you need to just chill about it. It doesn't matter. You can sit here all day and night long and try to blame the officer for it. Because the first question I asked you is I said, were you alone? And the reason I asked you if you were alone is because the moment you don't have a license, he can't leave that vehicle. That's why your vehicle's impounded. because that's the first thing you came to me and said.
I do
So if you
understand.
want to argue,
Understand.
you can go argue elsewhere. I'm here to just deal with your motion.
I'm not mad or frustrated. I'm saying he couldn't have ran my plates.
Yes, he could.
How are you gonna run a plate when the plate got a cover on it? He can see through the new plates that you can cover up. Like, that's what I'm trying to ask. That's what I'm not understanding. When I pulled off on Carpenter, he was coming from Textile.
And you're saying your plate isn't exposed on your vehicle?
My plate, it's the new plates that you can order. So it can be exposed when I allow it to be. I just picked the car up. The car has been in the shop for months. I haven't driven my car all year. When I pulled off on Textile, he just can't, he following me.
Okay. He's just a bad officer. You know what? Go ahead, sue him.
All right,
Have your
and
day. Have your day in court.
That's what I'll do.
You go ahead and do it, but don't do it here because I don't have any more time to listen to you. I'm trying to explain it to you, but you want to be hard-headed and not do it. You want to say, how does he know? I'm telling you, before they walk up to that vehicle, they know who you are. Just as simple as that. You may not like it. Everybody else may not like it. That's too bad.
Appreciate
What's the basis for your motion?
I appreciate that. I'll just sue him. It's
what?
I'm gonna just sue him. It's fine.
You're not getting anywhere. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're being hard-headed because I can tell you, why do you think I just went through all of it? The reason I went through all of that is I can tell you exactly what happened. You didn't have a driver's license because I can tell from your record, you didn't get a driver's license issued to you until June of this year.
Okay.